Hello, thanks for joining me for my latest vlog. This one, you may be wondering why I'm surrounded by race numbers and trainers and t-shirts. Well, this is kind of a niche episode of the vlog, and it's aimed at those who, like me, share a passion for both running and filmmaking. And what I'm going to be doing is looking at how you might want to make a little video diary or video snapshot of your running, so that you can look back in years to come when perhaps the knees have gone and you're no longer able to go out and pound the pavements or pound the mountains, and look back at what an amazing specimen of an athlete you were. Now, we're not talking about a slick professional production to show it can here. This is fun run and gun filmmaking, just for you. For obvious reasons, filming and running don't necessarily mix. You could easily end up with a broken leg, broken iPhone, or worse. It's best to get someone else to help you. And if you are doing anything on your own, remember, take extra care, and it's at your own risk. So without further ado, let's get cracking with my tips and tricks for making a running video. One thing I'd very much advise you to think about when making a running film is to come up with some sort of narrative. It's always more engaging if you've got a story. It doesn't have to be a dramatic story of how you beat a marathon time or came back from a horrific injury. Just some simple elements of beginning, middle and end can turn a workaday job into a little bit of a classic. Don't sweat it too much. Just go out, enjoy it, have fun with it. If you're going to go running with one of these, good luck to you. Good luck to your back. Obviously, it would be great if you could hire a drone and get it to follow you doing these amazing tracking shots as you do your run. But for most of us, that's not really within our remit. This is what probably most people who are doing action sports use to shoot their amazing stunts and tricks. And they are amazing things, these, but they do have a few drawbacks, which are you've got no screen, so you can't see what you're doing. And they do have a very particular look to them, especially if you set them to the wide setting, which most people do. So you get this strange fisheye kind of look. So maybe you want to think about perhaps using this a little bit, maybe mixing it in with some other stuff. The great thing about these is that the slow motion footage is really nice. High frame rates mean that you can minimize the shakiness of your footage. You want to be shooting at least 60 frames a second and probably 120. Some shakiness is good because it gives a sense of drama and action, but it's very easy for that to become unwatchable. Also, you'd think that if you sped up footage, you'd look like you were going faster, but actually, if you slow it down, you look like you're going faster. It's just how the brain works. I know I always come back to it, but you just can't beat a mobile phone for taking videos these days. It's light, it's easy to carry. The key thing is to get a variety of different shots. You want to show yourself close up, you want to show yourself at a distance. It's good to get shots from a range of different heights, particularly some at ground level. If you've got some aerial shots, if you can get some from a high vantage point to show the loneliness of one figure in the landscape, that is also nice. But I think the majority of your shots are going to be taken from a normal height as you go along, and that's fine. You don't have to worry about it being a fantastic cinematic production. You want to try and get some wider shots, and then this is quite a good time to use your GoPro, because if you look at this one, it's got a little stand on it, so you can just pop that down on a rock or something by the side of your trail that you're running on. Just pop it down, switch it on, run past it, run back the other way, switch it off you go. The main thing I would just say is go out, enjoy it, and don't let the filmmaking overtake the enjoyment of the running. There's no reason why you should have to film your entire run. You can just stop and take a few shots as you go along, or at the beginning or at the end. You don't have to do it all on one occasion. Maybe just take a few bits of footage each time you go out. Try and shoot over a number of different runs on different terrains and different light and different weather, so that you get the full flavour of the running experience. Don't just get shots of yourself, because there will be difficulties in intercutting that. So if you get some nice general shots of landscapes close-ups. Ask a friend if they will take some shots as well, so that they can get some moving shots of you that you might not be able to get. You might not want to film during a race because it might hold you back, and you again don't want to get in people's way or hold the marshals back while they're waiting for the last runner to come through because he's stopped to take lots of pictures. But you can take some pictures of things that happen before the race and after the race, get some shots of your race number, maybe pinning a race number on if you're about to do a race, and then maybe use stills that have been shot by friends or other photographers during the race, and then put in some of your own general running shots in the middle. Another thing that might be nice is to show your finishing results, your time. You want to get some good sound as well. Get some wild track. Get some sounds of the natural habitat that you're around. Get some crunching of your trainers on the gravel. Any little quirky bits that can add something and make your video a bit different from the usual thing where it's just dramatic music, somebody running and a drone up in the sky following them.
Are we going to die?
I don't know. I've not had my beers yet.
That's true.
So that's my tips and tricks for making a running video. If you've got any comments or questions for me, then please just leave them in the comment section below and I will try and get back to you. But that's all for now. Thanks again for watching. Happy shooting.